Welcome to OVS's Security Report, a series of videos designed to strengthen our student and faculty cybersecurity techniques. This first video will be an introduction to phishing scams. What is phishing? Phishing is a primarily email-based scam whereby hackers impersonate a legitimate person or business. There are many different types of phishing operations, and they are becoming increasingly effective and lucrative to scammers. How do they work? Phishing attacks usually involve an attention-grabbing subject line, something like, "Your password has been reset," or "We may have detected unauthorized account activity." The email itself is typically made to resemble that of a major brand, such as Amazon or Facebook. The problem is, most people can't tell the difference between a real email from these companies and a phishing email. Once you click on the email, it will typically prompt you to either download an attachment, which will be laced with malware, or visit a website designed to look like an official site login page, where you will be asked to put in your credentials. The hacker will then garner this information for their own fraudulent purposes. The video below will go into this in more detail. So, what can you do to avoid falling victim to this kind of email-based phishing scheme? Here are some key things to look for. When going through your email box, always check the display name field. This will tell you who is sending the email, so you can decide whether you know the sender and would expect to receive an email from them. Once you decide to open an email, be sure to double-check the sender's full email. This is an extremely important precaution, even if the display name seems legitimate. A common phishing tactic is to create an email that is nearly identical to a legitimate company address. For example, if @Microsoft.com is the official email, hackers might register and use the domain @Microsoft.com. Finally, look at the message itself. Phishing attacks often prompt you to reset your password for social media, banking, or gaming sites. If you receive an email like this, read through it carefully, paying close attention to the images, branding, and spelling or grammar. If the email looks legitimate, it is always safest to access the website through your internet browser and reset your account details that way, rather than clicking the email link. Next, we are going to discuss hyperlinks and attachments. Hyperlinks. Hyperlinks are custom-set text links that typically appear as blue underlined text which, when clicked on, take you to a destination URL. They are often used in phishing attacks with the reference text set to an attention-grabbing phrase like "click here," effectively disguising the destination URL. You can sidestep this hacker's tactic by simply hovering over the hyperlink to display the linked website's full URL. Attachments. Like hyperlinks, email attachments can be manipulated by hackers. Phishing scams will intentionally mislead the user using a reasonable, often concern-driven premise to trick you into downloading and opening a seemingly normal attached file, which will be laced with malware. For example, a scammer may craft an email claiming to be from a bank regarding suspicious charges to your account, then prompt you to review these charges in an attached file. Remember, large corporations or government entities will never email you files or unprompted requests for personal information. If you receive an email that looks like a scam, chances are it probably is. Simply delete it, and if the problem persists, please report it to support@ontariovirtualschool.ca.